devoted to the holy feet of Paramacharya Kanchi and Paramacharya Sri Ramakrishna and the Pujya Sri Swami Shantananda Maharaj, and also all the Mahatmas living everywhere, including this ashram, and all the people present in this place who are really the embodiment of Narayana. Today, I thought of talking about grace. We call it anugraha. We call it kripa. Some people, of course, interpret kripa as compassion. Daya is compassion. Kripa, we say kripa vikshana. The glands of grace, the gracious glands of the Divine Mother. Kripa. Kripa vikshana. So, daya is only a start. It's perhaps a cause life. Out of compassion, I do something for a man. I help a man. Somebody is unable to get up. Out of compassion, I go and give my hand and make him rise. So, daya is only a cause. Kripa or anugraha means grace. Why it is called anugraha? Graha means you catch God. You try your level best to catch God. But you find every time you try to catch Him, there is a little gap. That is why when Yashoda wanted to bind Krishna to the mortar, to the ulukala, every time she brought a robe, she found Jamgulona Huktasya. It was always 2 inches short. How about big a rope? Again 2 inches short. That shows that sadhana alone is not sufficient. We may do japa, we may fast, we may take up so many vratas, Chandrayana vrata, Prajapati vrata. We may do a lot of meditation. With all that you can't catch God. When you begin to catch God, God comes several steps further and He catches you. That is called anugraha. Anu means after, following. Anuja, the one who is born after you, is called anuja. That is your younger brother. So anugraha. So grahana means to catch. You try to catch God. First you start, then the Lord comes 10 steps for every step you take, and He catches you by the hand. There is a push and there is a pull. When you go to a hotel, there are some doors. It is written from this side, push. From the other side, it is written, pull. So, you have to push, then the Lord pulls you. The push is called sadhana, the pull is called grace. When you start your work, then only God is to work. But His grace is boundless. It never starts. It never ends. It starts much before you are even born. You see, grace has been everywhere, every second we have never felt it. We have been born a human being from a mother's womb, from a human mother's womb. We would easily have been born a bird, we would easily have been born as a serpent, we would easily have been born a tiger. It's Lord's grace. He has given us Manushatvam, Mukshatvam, Mahapurushottamananda. To be born as a man is not so easy. So, that's the grace. But the grace has started before you are born. The Lord knows that you have to be born. And you can't eat chapatis as soon as you are born. You require a digestible, nutritious milk. and the gods growing the mother's breast. So the grace has started much before we were born. And it continued. He gave us a father and mother. They didn't abandon us in a forest. They gave us food. They gave us their love. They gave us their affection. They gave us guidance in every step. They made us study. And we are always with them and the grace of God. And then so many times the grace has come. Every day you are able to eat, it is the grace of God. How many are there in the world, people, millionaires and billionaires, who are having stomachache, eternally, and diabetes? They cannot take any food. They will be looking at you all, eating payasams and eating pulsas, but they can't do anything with all their money. They can't. And God has given us appetite. God has given us food. Every day He gives us food. And Anandashram is an evidence as to what sort of food we get dealers food. See, we are full of grace. But the grace, when does it come? You see, a man is appearing for any examination, the pass mark is 40%. One man gets 39%. He fails. He used to fail. But then there is a moderation committee which goes through all the marks before declaring the results. They say, poor man, after all, nobody can assess a paper so correctly to 1 mark and 2 marks. It is after all a test. He said 8 marks. How does he know? He could well have been given 9 marks. It is just arbitrary to some extent. Yes, a man writes nothing, they won't give 8 marks. But then when he has got 13% or 39%, the moderation committee says, poor fellow, why should he study once again? He has come out with this. So let us give him grace mark, 1 grace mark. But they are all not generous. They will give you 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks. The Lord is so generous. With all your sadhana, you can never get anywhere near the pass mark. The maximum, the best of the sadhakas ever, with all his striving, with all his renunciation, with all other sadhanas, abhyasa, whatever he can get is barely 10% marks. The rest 30% is given by the Lord. But if you are to present an empty paper without writing anything, nobody will give you even 1 mark as grace mark. So you have to write something. It should be quite sufficient that maximum what you can do. The maximum that fellow could do is 39. Okay, the rest is done by God. So you have to do whatever you can to the maximum. The maximum amount of japa, the maximum amount of prayers, the maximum amount of constant remembrance, satata smarana, that is the only code, key word, nothing else is required. Remember him, remember him, remember him. How to remember him? Remember him by reading shlokas, by reading sahasranamas, these 1,000 names, Mr. Purushottamananda, Srimata, Sri Maharaj, Srimati Maharaj. Or you do the mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You go on repeating the mantras. Or you go to the satsang, hear about his Lila Kathamrita, what Krishna did, how he was born, what all the various Lilas he did, Bhakti, Kathamritam, Krishna, Bhakta. So in all these ways, by reading the Bhakta stories, by reading the story of the leaders of the Lord, you constantly keep him in mind, keep our goal. We have to have a Sakshatkara. He is Satchidananda. He is verily your Atman, but as we don't have the self-confidence, you may consider him as outside you. What does it matter? He is you. whether you consider him outside or inside, it is the same one whom you are going to worship. You consider as Brahman inside, you consider him as a Lord with all forms outside, he is the same. You see, how much sadhana and how much grace does. In Delhi there were 10 people who are all in the age group of 78 to 82. They have been doing a lot of sadhana from the age of 10. They had a good fortune of having a good father, a good guru. They started severe sadhana from the age of 10. As time went on, they forgot their food, they forgot everything. They used to be always immersed in japa, austerities. In due course, they became gurus. So many people came to them, they taught them meditation, but they never had this sakshatkar of the Lord. They said, "Oh my Lord, we have done so much sadhana, which few people in the world could do. But why? God is not appeared before us. God should have already issued an alms order. Hereby I declare Shantananda as a Jivan Mukta." The alms order has not come. I think either he is sleeping or the Babu in the office is not working properly. Suddenly, a week after, an email came to each one of them. They were all living in the same colony. The email said, "My dear Bhaktas, I am very well happy with your sadhana. Tomorrow in the evening you will come to the Anjaneya temple in your colony at 4 p.m. in the evening. There will be a question paper, there will be answer sheets. There will be a ball pen. You will sit there and immediately answer all the questions. They will all be about your sadhana, what all you need. The two people who get the first 2 marks is a competitive examination, like the IAS. Only 2 people will be selected in the first instance. So the first 2 will be taken to Vaikuntha the same day. Others in due course. So the next day, out of 10 people, 8 people went, 2 people couldn't go. One of them had just then taken a house bill in advance from his office. He says, "Oh my Lord, who will build the house if I get my moksha? Moksha can wait, so let him." So he didn't go. The second one, he had 5 daughters. The negotiation for the marriage, the first daughter was going on. He said, "Oh Lord, if I now get my moksha, who will look after my daughters? At least one daughter I should have to marry, then there will be Sanyas to look after." So, no, moksha will have later. Let me attend to my house. The next week went over there. There was a question paper. The beauty in the question paper was there was questions about the sadhana. But how many marks for each question? There were total 8 questions. What is the total marks? Nothing is written. Only the questions were there. They all answered. The papers disappeared. Within a few minutes they came with marks. One man, he looked at his paper, there is a maximum. He got 10. I think it should be 10 out of 10. The second one got 9. Should be 9 out of 10. The others all got 3, 4, 5. But the ego didn't leave them. The man who got 10, he looked upwards. God, this 10 was out of. The other man, God, this 9 was out of. He wanted to know the total. The reply came in Akashvani. My dear son, the 10 marks and the 9 marks are out of my compassion, out of my pity, out of my grace, not out of your answers. So that is what the grace does. Your sadhana can be no bad. We all pride ourselves, "Oh, I have done so many crores, so many things. 10 hours a day I do my sadhana." Look here. It is not the number that you do that counts. Very quickly, Ram, 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 10:30 I have to go.
No. You tell one Ram. We should not breathe afterwards. We should die with that Ram. Have anybody got that vow? Ram, take me. Let me merge with you in that one name. I don't want to live anymore if you don't give me a Sakshatkara. If only we can tell once, twice with that power, merge in it. See, once I don't know whether I have already told, so I don't want to repeat it. The Chandrasekhar Bharati of Sringeri, Shankaracharya, he was doing puja. Have I told this story? No? This time? No. He was doing the Lalita Sahasranama puja. At 12 o'clock he will land, at 12 o'clock immediately the meals will be given. But that day it was 12 o'clock was over, 1 o'clock was over, 2 o'clock was over, 2:30, and he is still doing the puja. People went here to find out what is happening. There was one name in the middle of Bhagavati. He is not aware. She is again and again telling the same name and offering, perhaps 300 times she has told. The name is Mithya Jagat Adhisthanayi Namaha. You see a serpent at night. You think it's a serpent, but when you brought the light, you found it was a rope. It was a drama. It was false vision. It is an illusion. The illusion occurred because there was a satya behind it. There was a true thing, but it was a rope. If nothing was there, I am not mad to think there is a serpent here. So, every illusion has got a satya as a base. So, this world is mithya. The world may be a dream. The world may be an illusion. But it has got a satya below that. That is why it shines. That satya, that's called adhisthana, the substratum, the adhara, the adhisthana. So, the mother, the divine mother, Bhagavati, Rajarajeshwari, she is the adhisthana over which this entire world, the illusion of the world has been built up. He was lost in that name. So he was going on telling, Om Nithyanidashanaima, Om Nithyanidashanaima. At last somebody went and told him, Swami Guru, it is 2:30, people are waiting for the meals. He laughed. There were another 300 namas more. Immediately he told the last name, Om Sri Ramakrishna Namaha. That's all he said, Namaskar. I got up. 2:20 people went on the meal. That is the way we should do the puja. That is the way we should chant the mantra. Once you tell you forget yourself, forget your body, prapancha vismarana, forget the world, at that time you become Brahma. It is told, whenever you do the puja of Shiva, Shiva is not there. Shiva Bhutva Shivam Yidye. Think that you are Shiva. You are having a matted hair. That is how the puja should be done. In Lalita Sahasranama, you would have seen Anima Divira Vritam Mayukaihi Ahamitye Vivavaye Bhavani. Now that I am going to do the puja, Bhavani is not somewhere else than Vigraha. Ahameva, I am the Bhavani. Think of yourself with the nice Aruna saris, Kumkuma Vilepana, Alikatumbi Kasturiya. My entire body is full of Kumkuma. I am just the mother. I got the 5 hands. One is Abhayasta, one is Vardhansta. So, that is how we should do. We should lose ourselves in that name. We should drown ourselves in that name. And that is the way in which if you do, the God is not far off. There is this morning or so, Sanyas sang a song in Hindi. He said, लोग कहते हैं भगवान नहीं आते जितने भी पुकारें however much I call the Lord doesn't come. What are we talking? It's all in myth. I am daily saying Narayana, Narayana, Sri Ram doesn't come. He says, yes. But have you ever called just like the Gajendra call. When the Gajendra was caught by the crocodile, with all its heart and soul, it cried, Artabandho, Adimula. Then he came. And he's again asking, Shabari jaise kabir tumne khilaya. When Shabari was there, she was already belonged to the lowest caste. Bhagavan Ramachandra comes to her place and she fed him lovingly with picked up jamun fruits. Have you ever once done that sort of food? Have you ever offered to the Lord? You just to do, in the South India especially I have seen, how the Navy has done that, all the things, they will keep it close, they will come near the God. They will open, I have seen it in so many temples. Over. The same thing to the and the same thing to Allah. Over. In the Naan, all the things, whatever you eat is kept in one thali. Sabji, papad, whatever you eat is kept. It is taken and kept before the Lord. And after doing the Prasheshana, Prana and Swaha, Pana and Swaha, these things, we keep it there. Keep the door locked for half an hour. We give time for the Lord to eat. We are afraid if we give him time, he may not really eat, so we don't want it. And we give water, we keep there. And that water is considered juta, we later on throw it out. Half an hour, and not only that, we will put on the fan for the Lord and go. In South India, I have seen when the priest goes home, because the fan is for him only, so you put it off and go. God will remain without fan during the entire day. There they do it in bhava. The Lord is real, the Lord is living, the Lord is loving. That's how they do it. So, grace means that grace is always flowing. Bhagavan does not create a grace for you, for me, or for that. It is his nature, it is Swabhava. The vibrations from him are the vibrations of kindness. It is the vibrations of your dear mother for all the children. See, a mother, she doesn't bring love at that time for the child. She is always a mother. Whether the child is there or not, she is always a mother. Whether the child is in the school or outside in America, she is always a mother. The vibrations of kindness, the vibrations of softness, the vibrations of that sort of a love which she calls Vatsalya. See, Vatsalya is a beautiful word. We simply say Vatsalya means love. No. That's what a special meaning in Sanskrit. Vatsala is the name of a cow which gives birth to a child for the first time. And when once it has given birth to a child, it will not allow anybody to come anywhere near that cow. With such a ferocious, possessive, loving nature, it will protect that cow. And that love is called Vatsalya. Vatsalaya Bhava Vatsalya. So, that is always there. The mother's love, there is nothing like that. And, alright, this grace falls on whom? Even only a Brahmin who took down the Himalayas and daily does his Gayatri Japa, and only on him. What about some Harijan who is just doing Krishna Krishna? He won't get it. It falls on him. That is why in Srimad Bhagavata, out of the 12 skandhas, one chapter, one book called one skandha, the 6th skandha has been allotted only for explaining how grace of the Lord comes and all. It comes on animals, it comes on asuras. Then what about others? Patita Brahmana, it can come on Patita Brahmana, Drashta, Ajamiropachana, then Uttasarupachana. And in the Rakhal Maharaj he says, the grace can come only through me. How to do bhakti, how to draw the grace. The grace is always going, but your antenna should be made fit to receive that grace and transmit it and take it inside. If you have got a Gurudarshan antenna, it will not carry the other channels. There are 25 channels. It will not give you Alta channel. It will not give you other channels. It will only give you one channel. And this is a peculiar channel, a channel which cannot come in the ordinary antenna. The antenna has to be made fit for it. How do you make it fit? Pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord, pray to the Lord. Every day we are battling for life. Every day before starting the battle of that day's life, you pray to the Lord. Vritrasura is one of the greatest of devils, created for specifically destroying Indra. Indra and Vritrasura are standing before each other. Indra knows that he is indefatigable, he is unconquerable. So he has already gone to Lord Vishnu. Vishnu, I think I will die. So what shall I do? He says, don't worry. Your Vajrayuda, you prepare a special means, a special Veda-like thing. And that Vajra should be prepared out of the bones of a Manji who has done severe austerities and tapasya for thousands of years. And that is the Diksha. You bring his bone, you request him, take his backbone, bring it, and I will be there. So, Harehe Tejasa, Dadichehe Tapasa Dadita. It is not an ordinary weapon, a weapon which contains the Lord's own power, but the Lord said, even my power will not be sufficient. Bring the power of a Mahatma, a sage. So, the Dadichi's power and Vritrasura, she says, oh Indra, I know pretty well in whosoever side Bhagavan is there, the God is there, he is going to win. I am going to die. Please, allow me 10 minutes. The battlefield, let me pray to the Lord. And that's all. He doesn't pray for success. He knew he is going to die. He prays for the next birth to be good. This birth is a Dhamma's birth. So he is asking. There are 6 shlokas and 5 shlokas. Mahaprabhu Vallabhacharya, who is considered the founder of Shuddhadvaita, is a very great man. What is Shuddhadvaita? There is only one God, but that God is not Krishna, Krishna alone. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna alone is the only God. And that is Vallabhacharya's motto. He has said, the entire Bhagavata's essence of bhakti, whenever you speak of the Bhakti Shastra, the entire essence of Bhagavata has come in these 4 shlokas. You need not read the entire Bhagavata. You read it and understand it, you know what should be done. How the bhakti should be in, how you can draw the grace, attract the grace towards you. The wind of grace is flowing there and I am sitting here. How to make it come towards me? Only through prayers. What a beautiful prayer. A prayer from the heart. Don't borrow prayers from other sorts. Adi Shankara has written what was in his heart. Yes, for a beginner it is okay. Ultimately you pray whatever is there in your heart. You just tell him, just as you go to your next door neighbor and you weep, oh my Lord, you do not know. Early morning I don't have any time. One child comes and says, Mommy, my button is gone. And from there my husband shouts, hey, where is my shaving set? Oh my Lord, I feel like going to Rishikesh or Anandashram and sitting there for a minute. Why don't you tell that to God instead of going and telling the neighbor? Daily you talk to the Lord. Tell to the Lord all these things. So, he is telling the Lord. She says, Lord, I know I am going to fail now. But I I am happy that I am going to fail in this battle. I am happy. Why? The day I strive, there are 4 purposes for which we spend our lives. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Some people in their lives they are philanthropic. They say, I want to build temples. I want to build schools for the blind. I want to build hostels for the disabled old people. Yes, they are affordable things. But then he acquires some land. Before he starts the building, somebody files a suit. No, this land belongs to us. 20 years the case goes on, you don't build it. So there is a pratibandha, there is a vigna. So you wanted to do dharma, you find you are unable to do it, some prartha comes, some pratibandha comes. Alright, I want to earn money, I want to go to Dubai, I have earned millions. Your passport, everything is over there. Suddenly from Dubai comes, we understand that there is plague in India, stop. Your appointment is cancelled for the present. It came. 1992 or 93, a boy was selected for Harvard University, he was all ready. He was to leave within 4 days. The telegram came. He never again went. It is 25 years after that day. So you wanted to learn Artha, Pratibandha came. You are unable to do it. Alright, I wanted to enjoy. I purchased a beautiful car, new car. On the first day when I got up, it didn't move. I asked my 2 sons and my wife to move it. Even then it would move. You went there, he said, sir, I think you have done some accident. We are not responsible. See here, the guarantee we have done. We are not responsible for these accidents. Gone. He wanted to enjoy. Enjoyment doesn't come. He brought a refrigerator. He kept everything nicely on. Tonight I am going to get cool juice. The fridge will not cool at all. Gone. So, all these 3 things, moksha is different. Moksha will get less different. So, dharma, artha, kama, traivatikaya, davikantamasmat, prabhur vidatte, purushasya chakra. So, when you want these 3 things, you try hard, and then the Lord brings obstacles in the way of your enjoyment, in the way of your doing dharma, in the way of your earning wealth. One should be happy. Now the Lord's glance has turned towards me. Otherwise, I would have been enjoying a lot of money, I would never have turned towards God, and many more births, many more births. Happy returns to this world again and again. Unhappy returns, I don't know. So that's what will happen. So, tato numeyo bhagavad prasadaha. So you should immediately infer, oh, the Lord's grace has turned towards me. He doesn't want me to have wealth. He doesn't want me to have everything